What's up, folks? Let me know when you're in here. That way I know I'm not just talking to myself. Hit me with the thumbs up or a comment in the chat once you guys come in. All right, girl with the camera. Constitution State, Chris, Corners News, Oregon Amendment Checker, Great Lakes Audits. Good to see you all here. All right, guys. What's up, Haps? V, good to see you, bro. Brooklyn Audit for Public Safety. Press with Ranker. Good to see you all in here. So, as you can see on the top left corner, there's a channel called David Nino Rodriguez, and this guy is a boxer. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a meeting with this guy. We're going to be talking on his podcast show, and some of you guys are familiar with him, some of you guys aren't. So what I want to do is maybe get some help from you guys. I'm gonna write down some of the things we can talk about, and let me get this out of the way so I can actually see the chat in here. And guys, I kind of hate doing some of these things by myself. There was when I got invited to do the Cannabis Talk 101 podcast, I invited some friends with me, Wolfie Gladly and Jay Surreal Camera, and we did that together, folks. And I don't like doing this by myself. As a matter of fact, imagine if I was the only auditing channel. That would suck, right? I don't believe that we'd actually make change that way. What's up, Brian? Here's the deal. I'm gonna make some moderators in here, guys. The Constitution State, make you a moderator. Good to see you. I know my rights. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna be on the David Nino Rodriguez show, and I want to talk about some things on there. I know that Chili DeCastro went on there and he got a lot of shit, man. A lot of people in the comment section were like, "This guy's crazy. This guy is insane." And I don't really want that to happen to me, right? I don't want to sound crazy in there. I mean, I guess I kind of wrote down some stuff. One of the first things I want to say is, look, guys, I don't know if there's aliens in this world. What I do know is that the cops don't know the First Amendment, right? The patterns don't lie. Through my work, I've discovered startling facts that we're being duped into thinking we have rights. And I want to talk about the Blue Line Flag because I have a feeling that a lot of folks on his channel support the Blue Line Flag. And I want to try to figure out a way to reach the people without them tuning out immediately when I talk, right? I don't want to scare anybody away. I want to keep the people watching. We're going to be doing a Zoom meeting tomorrow, and I'm going to be recording it on my end, so I'll be posting it on my end as well. And you guys will be able to see it on my end, and he's gonna show this interview with his crowd, with his supporters. He has 256,000 subscribers, guys, so we have the opportunity to reach a good amount of people over there. And so one of the things that I would like you guys to do, what's up, Justin Libby Perry? Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Good to see you. Long time supporter, guys, since the very beginning. One of the things I would like for you guys to do is give me some pointers. Let me know in the chat what you guys would like to see me talk about. What's up, MCW Joker, Real Jingy, Utah Cop Watch, Press Harder, Press Ranker, Bacon Project, Brooklyn Audit for Public Safety. Make you a moderator, Public Safety. For Corner Auditing, good to see you all. So if you guys want to give me some pointers on, what to talk about, how to approach this, I'm all ears, guys. I never said I was smart. In fact, I guess there's a reason why I don't like doing things alone. I guess there's a reason why I've, taken folks with me when I do certain things. Start by asking how important the Bill of Rights is to them. I'm going to write this down, guys. How important is the Bill of Rights to you all? All right, so that's awesome, because I definitely am gonna ask Nino Rodriguez if he knows the Constitution or the First Amendment, and I gotta tell you guys, nobody seems to know it. If he knows it, I'll be blown away. And I haven't. He doesn't even know I'm doing this live stream yet. I don't know if he's watching right now. Nino, if you're in here, let us know. Don't start Googling it. You'll still have to memorize it by tomorrow. It takes a while. Press harder. So let me remind you guys. Some of you guys are just tuning in right now. So let me just say, I don't need help in a way where I'm like in a bad position. Tomorrow I'm going to be on the David Nino Rodriguez podcast show, and we're going to be doing an interview, and he's going to be interviewing me. What I do like about this guy is that he asks questions and he gives you the floor, and I think that's pretty important. Hang on a second, guys. And I think that's pretty important. So I'm going to pretty much have the floor mañana. And I do have a Jerome Baker in here. It's over there. So basically what I'm asking you guys is, if you guys want to help, give me some pointers, and let's see if we can not scare everyone away yesterday. I want to make sure that we don't scare everyone away from me speaking on what I do. And I did show him one of my videos at the Los Angeles Police Department training facility, and he was pretty impressed. What's up, DJ K. The party? Good to see you, bro. And he was pretty impressed with the video. He said, "Man, that's really good stuff. I really liked it." And but I do realize that I think a lot of his supporters are. That's a good one. The difference between private and public property. I'll write that down. Between private and public. Good one. Official misconduct. Good one. Val Brooks in the house. Big G. Press harder. Rob freaking Media's in here. Ask them how they think our vets feel. I was thinking of something like that, because I definitely want to bring up the fact that many veterans find that blue line flag disrespectful, and I definitely want to bring that up. Is it important how our vets feel? How's that? Is it important? Regarding that flag, blue line flag. I do want to talk about something that I think is important over there. What's up, Knowledge is Power? Good to see you. And I believe that, how a lot of, what's up, Denver Metro Artist? Good to see you, bro. So tomorrow I'm going to be on the David Nino Rodriguez show, and I'm just kind of asking you guys for some pointers, what to talk about. I believe he's going to be asking me some questions, so I think I'm pretty much going to have the floor, and I don't want to, sit there like a dumbass, not knowing what to say. And one of the things that I want to point out is, how, well, on his show they talk a lot about like Hollywood and grooming and stuff like that. And one way I've been thinking about this, right? I've been brainstorming, and I've been thinking about this, and I'm thinking like, man, how do I find a way? Is there a specific topic James Freeman wants to know? I don't know. He's just gonna ask me questions about like, what do I do, and why do I do it? And one of the ways that I wanna draw him in is the fact that, say, like, guys, there's a lot of I hear on this channel you guys talk about like grooming in Hollywood and how they groom people and stuff like that, right? Groom the youngsters and stuff. But I want to talk about how we are groomed as kids to just obey. In the school system, how they groom us to just obey orders, not to question authority. And I believe that's one of the ways that I want to draw them in, and hopefully, hit them on top of the noggin with that one, and just kind of make them understand where I'm coming from, where we the people are coming from. I do want to point to the fact that there are a lot of folks in this community. Some lean left, some lean right, but for the most part, I think that this community and the people are moving forward. And I think, I hate doing this kind of shit, guys, by myself. I hate doing this kind of stuff by myself. I hate being on interviews and podcasts. Like I said, that's why when I went on the Cannabis Talk 101 podcast, I didn't want to do that shit by myself. I wanted to take Jay Surreal Camera and Wolfie Gladly with me, because I'm like, man, we all have a lot to say, man, not just me. Like, a lot of you guys, know what's up in this game. And that's one of the things that I've known, is that the smaller channels and newer channels, they've been watching us for a long time, and you guys have your thought process. You guys see what we do, and you guys bring your own stuff to the table. And us as bigger channels, if we were to say, no, I can't learn anything from you guys, I'm the best ever, I'd be a liar. I'd be an idiot, as a matter of fact, because I really don't know shit. I'm learning along the way, guys. So I think it's important that we do this. We do this together, Like I said, I don't want to do this alone. And I appreciate you guys actually being here, trying to help me out with this. You are not alone, my friend. Thank you. What is it, Sewell Gaming? Why they are at war with the citizens. Oh, that's another topic. Let me write that down. Why do they use military ranks, right? Why do police use military ranks? I think I'll be prepared for mañana, folks. Auditors of America, good to see you, bro. Knowledge is power. I see you're not a moderator. Gotta get you in there, brother. Good God, it's good to see you. Corey Nature is the answer. Says, I just released a documentary showing psychology experiments which are banned, proving our obedience to authority. If there's one thing that I've tried to do since I started, guys, is figure out a way to get everybody in here to do this, to understand what we're doing, both sides of the political spectrum, to find a way to move forward. All people in this country, you know, black, white, Asian, you know, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whoever you are, you're in this country, you know, you guys should know the laws and the rights of the people. The people are born with natural rights. And this is one thing that Jewish folks too, absolutely Jewish folks. So we're not doing anything too special, guys. What I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna be on the David Nino Rodriguez show tomorrow, and I believe we have an opportunity to, you know, win the minds of a lot of folks over there. And I think there is a huge division between, you know, the left and the right, and this is what they try to do. I think they try to separate the people and have the people go to war with each other. Yesterday, I seen, or a couple days ago, I seen on Instagram that Tito Ortiz, the old ex-UFC fighter, he was kind of pouting about saying that he left Huntington Beach and he was on the I think was it the school board or the city council, and he was saying that yeah, you guys can find Nino Rodriguez, his channel. I put it up there on the left at the top. If moderators, if you guys want to find Nino Rodriguez's channel and put it up there so we can all. Why aren't people trained? Why aren't police trained dealing with people with disabilities? Are police trained to deal with mental disabilities? I think that's a big one, man. I think I'll ask the question, and if I ask questions, I'm gonna be asking questions to the chat over there, and I think Nino's gonna be asking me questions. Yeah. So, from my understanding, he wanted to fly the blue line flag like he used to walk into the octagon. I think he wanted to walk into the public meeting with the blue line flag. And from my understanding, the LAPD just banned the blue line flag. And basically, from my understanding, the chief of police said that the police chief said that it's a racist flag. And that shit pissed off Tito Ortiz. And I'm like, man, they did it again. They used fucking propaganda to make people like not really understand and you know, basically fight for, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, hold on a minute, man. You know, are police racist? Yeah, some of them are. But I think that blue line flag is not there for a racist divide. I think they use it so that they can divide themselves from the people. And, you know, I talked to Jason Bassler. He's a good friend of mine. Talk to him all the time. And one of the things I learned from him was the fact that we were born with natural rights. And that's extremely important, because without these natural rights, you know, we don't understand our natural rights. You know, we just kind of give them away, and that's kind of what cops expect when we're out there. They want us to just comply and just be obedient. You know, we've been learning that from elementary. You know, just comply, just be obedient, never question authority, right? Watch me go in there tomorrow and just be like, oh shit, what am I talking about? Kind of like I am right now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to point out that you know, the patterns that I've uncovered while going out and recording and asking questions. You know, I've discovered quite a few patterns, and as many of you have as well. I've seen a lot of your videos, and you guys are asking the right questions out there. And I gotta say that as of right now, we're seeing a lot of police videos, and the question about, are police trained to deal with mental disabilities? the very last live stream I did on this channel is where a guy was suicidal, and he kind of, walked outside and pointed a gun to himself, and then he walked back inside, and the cop shot him in the back. And I guess the cops didn't want him to shoot himself, so the cop shot him. Right? Makes no sense, huh? So I'm definitely gonna go in there, I think, suited and booted, ready to win over the people over there, right? You're going to kill it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna kill it. Hopefully, shit. Hopefully. The female cops are the worst. I don't know about that, man. The police have field training officers. Why don't they have law training officers to teach the basic laws and get these officers in the mindset of knowing and continually learning the law? I definitely believe that we need to, and I know this is a long shot, but train police officers in the First Amendment. Make sure they actually know it. And one of the things that I found, while doing this, thank you for the donation, Val Brooks. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Nino's channel tomorrow. Yeah, I've watched several of his videos, and pretty freaking interesting. I like how he interviews people, because he just asks questions and he lets the folks take the floor, and he lets people talk. And I like a lot of the stuff that's being said over there, man. I think a lot of shit needs to be put on the table to be fixed, right? I believe there is a lack of actual training, but I think police are being trained how the political parasites want them to be trained. Why do barbers and hairdressers have more class training than law enforcement? That's true. Why only 6 months training? Let's think about the blue line flag propaganda. Let's think about the blue line propaganda, because if there's one thing I learned in college, folks, it's the fact that when you're gonna argue with somebody, know what their rebuttal is gonna be, so you can have a rebuttal for their rebuttal, right? And yeah, they're trained exactly how they're meant to be trained, guys. I believe that to be true. Is one word I learned from Brian at High Impact Flicks is, political parasites, and that's why I like to call them political parasites. Alki David, the billionaire friend of mine, he's the one that asked me if I wanted to go on Nino Rodriguez's podcast, and I said, "Fuck yeah, bro, let's do that shit. I'm ready." And then after I hung up, I was like, "Fuck, am I ready? I hate doing this shit." Guys, throughout the years, I've turned down a lot of shit. I turned down a Netflix documentary. No bullshit. I got the contract to prove it. Thank you, Canada Cop Watch, for that $10 donation, that super chat. I turned down a Netflix documentary, guys. And at first I was like, man, I don't like the way this guy's talking to me. He's making it seem like all the me. He kept making it seem like the work I'm doing. I was like, wait a minute, bro. Like, you're just kind of piecing together what we've all done. Like, this is the work that the people have done, bro. Like, I don't like the way you're approaching this shit. Like, it's all about you, homie. And I was like, nah, fuck that. So I just kind of walked away from it. I walked away from many interviews as well. Several different cockamamie associations is what I like to call them. Cockamamie associations. I want no part of it, man. I don't want no part of your political agenda. I don't want no. I don't want to jump on board with what you guys are. I'm gonna do my own thing, and That's kind of what I've been doing since I started. And I got to tell you guys something else. I think because of that, just because me focusing on my channel and me just doing my own thing, it allowed me to have this sense of freedom, to move forward and do things and question everything, man. Like, I question fucking everything. Growing up, my mom used to call me El Sabelo Todo, Mr. Know-It-All. And I don't know shit. As a matter of fact, I got nothing but questions. I got more questions than answers, guys. So, if that makes any sense. Yeah, what does a blue line flag mean to them, right? Like, what does it mean to you guys over here? And look, man, I can watch a lot of different things, and I can try to look past their political motives and stuff like that. Um, you know, there was a point in time where I feel like I leaned left, and there was a point in time where I feel like I leaned right. And at the end of the day, my cachetes were red and shit from being slapped from both sides. So I decided, man, this ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna have to do my own thing and move forward. Now, I want to learn from all you guys, man. I want to learn from all the people. I want to learn from all the libertarian gang. I want to learn from all the great minds out there. That's why I try to talk to a lot of the folks that have been around before me. A lot of the folks that are just tuning in and coming in. I I feel like a lot of you guys who are just coming into this movement, this First Amendment, movement, this I don't know if you guys consider yourselves constitutionalists or what. But I want to learn from you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys who are new to all of this bring something to the table. They're made for war. That's right. Why do they have military armor vehicles given to police forces? They're made for war. That's exactly right. Um, just like they use the sergeant, lieutenant, chief, they use that because are they at war with the people? I have a feeling they are. If we plan to educate, it would hurt no one to send every cop shop that we're coming. No more lazy days of the past. Keep your cameras on. I like that. I like that. People accuse me of being left, being right, and I don't care about none of that. Both sides are trash to me. Like I said, I feel like I've been duped into believing one side is better than the other. And James Freeman posted a book right here that I believe is important for everyone to read, undoubtedly. And you guys would absolutely learn something from that, as I have in the past. Third-party civilian boards for transparency, i.e. downloading things like body-worn camera direct to outside source. Yeah, I believe that to be true as well. I think we should have all body-worn camera footage without it being edited. And I will say this, guys. Police are trained to use propaganda. As a matter of fact, they use our money, to pay for that shit sometimes. Police officers have unions, and police have unions. They have internal investigations, and they have a lot of things. I hate when people call me a conspiracy theorist. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love me a good conspiracy. We need some new ones. Because the old ones are all coming true. Also, read Freedom by Adam Kokesh. It's available for free in every digital format. Growing up, guys, I used to read a lot of mafia books. Seriously, the cops are being subliminally turned into brown shirts of Nazi Germany. I used to read a lot of mafia books, and one of the things I found in those books is the fact that um, a lot of them lead to government and corruption. And you always find someone who's involved in some kind of political corruption. And right now, there's a channel, Jersey Watcher, who isn't able to upload to YouTube, but he was able to uncover a whole bunch of corruption, and now the mayor tried to violate his rights, right? And thank you, Angry Vet, for the super chat. The mayor tried to violate his rights, and that just pissed him off to asking more and more questions and to question them and what they were doing. And now the whole damn town is putting Mayor Sam Joshi in check. And I think that's one of the things that we need to start doing as well, is getting more folks and supporting folks who are going in there and asking questions to the city council meetings. And I think that we're only on the surface. We're only scratching the surface, guys, of where we need to be as a people. Like I say, through the patterns and through these videos, we're able to see a pattern of police officers, cops out. And I'm supposed to really stop calling them police officers, because from my understanding, that's a military term as well. I should just call them cops, all of them. And but like I said, I'm still learning as I go, folks. Learning a lot from you guys. Let me read some more of your comments. I got some brain farts going on. Why do cops mute the body cams? That's right. A lot of times their bullshit excuse for that is they say that it's procedures and police procedures and yada yada yada, and we don't really need to hear that, right? That's what they say. I think that's bullshit. I think it's just another way for them to cover up what they're doing. Angry Vet, much love, bro. Thank you for all you do, man. As a matter of fact, Angry Vet, I plan to mention your channel tomorrow, and you're one of the fastest growing channels, and your channel name says a lot, man. Like, your channel name right there says a lot, and the work that you do also says a lot. And I definitely plan to bring up your channel tomorrow, because I plan to use your channel as an example of what's going on and why you're an Angry Vet. You're not just calling yourself an Angry Vet because you're an angry person. As a matter of fact, when I see your work, I'm like, man, this guy's a really happy dude, and you got a really a cool, calm demeanor about you, and but you do get angry when they try to violate your rights. And I want to say thank you for all your work, bro. And I plan to definitely give you a shout out tomorrow. I was also going to make a list of channels to give a shout out to tomorrow as well. If there's one thing that I've wanted to do from the very beginning is not try to take any kind of glory for myself and make it seem like, oh, guys, look, at the end of the day, look, guys, I'm a hero. Fuck no. I wouldn't mind if at the end of the day, when I'm dead and gone, and nobody ever brings up my name. I would rather everybody just continue the work and help smaller channels grow and help this community grow. Because I believe that, me personally, I'm nobody special. I think the people all together are special, especially when they come together. And love you too, bro. Much love, man. Thank you for all your tremendous work. Cops definitely act like they're at war with the people. Like, why do cops have a bad attitude every time they show up on scene? Like, what the hell is that all about? Right? They're always coming all mad. They always have a resting bitch face every time they show up to a scene. I'm gonna try not to swear tomorrow either, bro. Boys and girls. Um, I definitely have a foul mouth, but I'm gonna try not to swear tomorrow. I wanna win over as many people as possible, guys. Shit. SJVT, you should really look up how many cops I've been boasted for trial molestation. You will be shocked. That would be a great subject to bring up. Full transparency. Yeah, no doubt. Undoubtedly, there's been a lot of cops that do that shit. When we call them police officer, it denotes a level of respect for which they deserve none. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. Somebody left a comment last time when I made a video talking about, let's not call these guys fucking sergeants and all that because it's a military term, right? Somebody left in the comment, and I thought it was a really good comment. They said, well, if they use military terms, isn't that stolen valor? I was like, bingo. Is it a form of some kind of stolen valor, right? Four Corners Report, much love, man. Oklahoma Community Watch, much love, brother. Chuck Bronson in the house. Chuck Raid, remember the Chuck Raids, guys? Fucking badass shit, bro. I'm still yet to do anything as bad as a Chuck Raid. The Chuck Raids were legit, dude. Straight up. But you know one thing I will do right here, guys, if you guys have a channel and you guys are a moderator, definitely post your channel on there for folks to subscribe. Post everyone else's channel for everyone to subscribe. You guys get as many subscribers for my channel as possible. You know, if I can reach into my channel and give a handful of subs to you guys when you guys tune in, I would. That ain't no big deal for me. Shit. Chuck Bronson says Chuck Bronson sent me. That was a pretty sick, dude. When you used to do the Chuck raids, you would be live and somebody else would go live, and then you'd send everybody over there. That shit was badass. I'm not telling anybody to get ready for any kind of war, guys. NJ Wandering News, good to see you. If you want me to talk you to sleep, buddy, just put the phone by your head and we'll sing you some lullabies of freedom. Best advice on starting an auditor channel: get comfortable. Start recording from a distance until you feel brave enough to get in closer. When you do get close enough and you start recording them, don't look at them in the eyes. Look at them through your phone. I believe that solves two things. For one, you're not going to get the accidental crotch cam like many of us have. And not only that, it's going to let the cops know that they're not only talking to you, but they're also talking to the folks that are watching through the camera. I think that saved my ass several times, guys. Mention how more women are standing up and filming as well. Definitely, I can throw that in there. Women are filming too. One of the things that, if all of us go to our analytics, we'll see that many of the youth are not really watching our channels. We have like an age group. I think it's like 35 to 45 or 45 to 55. We have a lot of viewers that are KAH. There's a KAH, and I've been wanting to ask you, is your name Carrie Ann Hall? If it is, are you the woman that does the the constitutional stuff, because she is absolutely fucking amazing. And I've always wondered, because I've been watching some of her stuff, and I always wondered, like, man, there's a woman with the KAH, and I always wondered if it was you. Thank you, John O'Rourke, with the super chat. Let me read this. Not asking about your political views, but while auditing, do police normally assume the auditor is more left or more right winged? Thanks, auditors. I would say, yeah. I've been called Antifa and all kinds of shit, guys. You know what I mean? Midwest Accountability, good to see you, my brother. I've definitely been called Antifa and all kinds of shit, and that ain't me, guys. As a matter of fact, I learned some shit about Antifa before I even knew what it was about. And when the whole George Floyd incident happened, I went to downtown in Bakersfield, and I started to record and document the protests out there. I was right in there right after I left. Right after I left there, a girl got hit and shit by a car, and I was like, damn. But when I was in there, I was walking around and I was asking a bunch of questions. And I asked folks, like, I was like, hey, so you want to tell me a little bit about what's going on and what you're protesting for, whatever. And I seen that the Antifers were out there, and they were like fucking mad at me and shit. They were like, don't put the camera on me. And they're covering their faces. They're like, don't record me. And I was like, God damn, the fuck? I thought you wanted freedom here. Legalized Freedom says F Democrats and Republicans. Who blocked that? Who blocked that one? I don't see why that one deserves to be blocked. We got somebody in here with a loose wrench in their hands. You guys don't block anything unless it's like racist or violence towards anyone. I don't want to lose the freaking channel. But I mean, if you guys want to say fuck the Republicans and fuck the Democrats, okay, KAH, good to know. Yeah, feel free, man. I mean, shit. But in my opinion, if you're gonna say fuck one, you might as well say fuck the other. It's I don't know. This is my take on politics, guys. The left wants more government, and the right wants to enforce it. So I think it's a game that they're playing. Keep that in mind, man. They're definitely trying to divide everyone. A long time ago. What the hell was that? Did you guys see that shit? We got some ghosts up in here. A long time ago, somebody told me, hey, San Joaquin, you seem pretty smart, and why don't you make more videos regarding politics? And I said, well, one of the things about politics is the fact that they absolutely try to, one side tries to persuade you to hate the other side, and the other side tries to persuade you with, against the other side. And it's always the right hand pointing to the color blue and blaming the color blue, and it's the left hand pointing to the color red and blaming the color red. It's like, geez, man. Bacon Project, thank you for the super chat. The American government is two sides to the same coin. They only want money. They aren't an American eagle. Money has a lot to do with politics, folks. Yeah, we got some poltergeist shit going on in here, guys. That's some weird ass shit happening back there. You guys gonna have to pause and see what happened. That was some far out shit. Oh yeah, so there was a guy who told me, hey, San Joaquin, or hey, David, there was a you seem to know a lot about politics. Why don't you talk about politics? It seems like you're kind of beating a dead horse with the cops. And I was like, well, you know, I could say the same thing about making channels and making videos because it almost seems like that's beating a dead horse. Because once you uncover that one politician is a piece of shit, and let's say you convince everybody that this politician is a dirtbag, right? Um, and let's say we get him out of office, everybody votes him out or gets him out of office. He's a dirtbag. What other dirtbag is going to take that seat? And it's a game that they're playing. And I feel like we have to, no matter who's in charge, left or right, they have a wielding hammer. Like they're wielding a hammer at us, right? And how do we stop that? You know, we the people need to take that hammer away and put it back in the hands of the people. I definitely have learned a lot from Brian at High Impact Flicks. I definitely have learned a lot from Jason Bassler at Police to Police. I've learned a lot from James Freeman. I've learned a lot from a lot of folks. And I am I still a statist? Maybe I should ask, if the people there know the difference between a statist and a voluntarist. Right? You still with me here, James Freeman? I know James Freeman definitely knows the difference between a statist and a voluntarist. And Tam says, I was a statist. Stop believing in authority. I definitely believe that yeah. Like, am I still a statist, folks? I definitely know for a fact that I used to be a statist. I used to kind of think that the cops will protect us. And then one day I woke up and I seen that on the news it said that Kern County, where I live, was the deadliest county for police justified killings. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? And at the same time, I had already been watching Joe Citizen Ho, and I seen him, the way he talks to some cops. And I'm like, damn, this is some crazy shit. I need to get out there and start recording. I want to highlight this comment from Chuck Bronson. For your information, Axon Body Cams provides unlimited storage with their contracts. No reason to turn it off. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Press harder. We are all learning from each other. That's right, man. As a matter of fact, I learned a lot from Press Harder, man. We when we got a chance to hang out and talk, I learned a lot from you, man, my friend. You're definitely a smart dude. Absolutely a smart dude. The legislative, executive, and judicial branches are supposed to keep each other in check. The problem is they're all greasy and won't do anything to check the other branches because it would ruin their game, their racket. Bam. I actually like that. I'm going to look into that more. Leader is judge on how she can move the economy, but how can anyone move the economy if it's owned by centralized power? Position of power is puppet by the narrative that owns everything. Sounds about right. Hi, SJVT. Cops should have their body cams on their whole shift and not be able to mute the audio. The footage should be sent to a location through Wi-Fi so they can't not delete any of it. But what's the propaganda regarding that? What's their rebuttal? Oh, well, what if we need to use the restroom, or what if we're having lunch? We don't need the body cams on. What would your rebuttal be to that, guys? Did you get my video via email about the right to travel? I may have, guys. I haven't looked at all the emails yet, but I'm definitely catching up, guys. Antifa hates anyone with the camera. I learned that quickly in my city, no matter who you are. They wouldn't talk to me or have a camera in their direction. What doesn't that sound like the cops? Antifa and the cops. Are they buddy-buddy? Right? I need your help. I'm dealing with an obstruction charge because I called out a cop for assaulting me. He covered his actions by charging me, but I'm sure nobody here gives a fuck. Jason D. I'm not sure if nobody here gives a fuck, because I give a fuck. But if you have a video, please send your video to recordpolicenow@gmail.com so we can take a look at it. Other than that, I'm not sure how else I can help, man. You can definitely ask questions in the chat. I hear Nate Skates out there laughing. I know he's listening, so this shit probably making him laugh. What's up, Nate Skates? I hear you laughing over there, dude. Fuck, Nate's funny. You know what's funny about Nate Skates, my son, is he's a smart kid, man. He don't say much, but when he fucking says something, it's always good stuff. And he's a smart dude. A very, very smart dude. Do you guys think that an armed society is a safe society? I think so. I don't think they should be limiting the guns of the people. I just got a comment saying they're gonna find us all individually. You know what, STC Media? I would believe that. I used to believe that when this First Amendment auditing community was small. But the shit is growing, man. They can take me out, but this shit is gonna grow. This shit is gonna continue to grow. The people are gonna keep understanding and knowing that the people have rights, with or without me, guys. I can croak tomorrow, and I think this community is still gonna grow. You know, a bunch of folks believing in, you know, their natural rights, not believing in the Constitution, because the Constitution doesn't give us our rights, folks. The reason I believe that the Constitution is important is because it limits the scope of authority that these servants have over us. That's why they don't like us to know it. That's why they don't like us to point things out, because they want to call us sovereign citizens and all that shit. And they don't want us to know our rights. He's going to continue to grow, guys, with or without me. That's right, guys. Is it midnight yet? In some places, it's midnight. Which one are you, guys? Which gremlin? The more they take our rights away, the more gremlin is going to be. Who's this one right here? Is this you, STC Media? That's you, huh? Who's this guy right here? Is this, which one are you guys? Is this you, Nate Skates? Whoever shows up on my chat, this is gonna be you. Look at Nate Skates, the gremlin. Right? Who else? Who's next? We got one more right here. Who's next? Is this you, Precious Ranker? Stripe? Hell yeah. The more they violate our rights, man, the more we're gonna multiply like the gremlins, guys. Undoubtedly. So from my understanding, you're saying that are we really buffering? Are we buffering? Are you guys still with me on here? Give me a 1 if you guys are still with me. Yeah, some guys, it's late. I know it's late out there for some of you guys, man. I apologize if you guys are in bed, but we'll swing you some lullabies. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short. I mean, I can probably. I'm still wide awake, guys. I took a 2 hour nap, and I feel pretty good. I'm probably gonna stay awake till like it's 11 o'clock over here right now, so I'm probably gonna stay awake till like. I'm probably gonna stay awake for a while. Maybe I'll just sit down and hang out. Knowledge is Power says David Nino's subscribers should know why it's important to film their police interactions. I agree. I'm actually going to write that down. Nino's supporters should know, right? Should know why. It's important to record the police. You know, I was actually thinking of bringing that up, and I wanted to bring up the fact that, you know, when we record police, it makes it transparent for everyone, right? Like even if the police officer is out there, and let's say, you know, because I don't I don't agree with you know, people committing crimes where they create a victim, right? Isn't that what police are supposed to be for? To actually get people, you know, that are committing crimes, that are creating victims. Um, and so let's say that police are they have a suspect, but the suspect lies and says that the cop did something wrong, and the cop didn't do nothing wrong. Well, the video's out there, right? Um, and what if we but at the same time we do it for transparency and accountability, so it holds everybody accountable. And I think it's extremely important. San Joaquin Valley Transparency, we love you in Woodstock, Georgia. Nice, dude. And I love your Michael Myers avatar. My grandson was Michael Myers for Christmas, and he just won a wrestling tournament. So thank you for that cool little memory. Corey says, I'm glad you are so open with your community and the fact you even know about statism, which 99% of anyone even close to politics does not know about. I am releasing a radio news summit, etc. Dope. Dope, dope. Go read your Second Amendment. The more you know, the stronger you are. I agree. Hey, dudes. Oh, hey, dudes. Hey, does anyone know if my Vegas local cop watcher Joshua Martinez still films? He's been silent or missing in action for a while now, unless he's started another channel. No, from my understanding, he is either on house arrest or he's still locked up for. He's facing a gun charge for something, for a gun that they found at his father's house, which wasn't even his, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know, but if I'm not mistaken, something like that happened with him, and they kind of got him in a bad position where he can't do any social media right now, kind of like they have Jersey Watcher. Phones and cameras might soon have warning labels regarding public photography. You know what's crazy, folks, is recently I downloaded this app, and the app is called Genie, the Genie app. And I'll show you guys right here really quick, right? Check this shit out. And supposedly you can ask it a question. Now check this out. Is it legal to record people in public? With a question mark. And the answer says, check this out.
In most countries, it is legal to record people in public as long as you are not invading their privacy. However, it is important to check the laws in your specific country or region before recording people in public.
Well, shit, they gave me a different answer this time. Last time I said, is it legal to record people in public? And it said no, it is illegal to record people in public if you don't have their permission. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh hell nah. And this shit is what Google's afraid of. I mean, Google's no better. I mean, you ask Google, and you're gonna find a whole bunch of attorneys up there they're gonna try to fucking convince you that you should just obey and comply with cops. And somebody asked me, I think it was Preston Ranker, asked me if what I think what how do I look for a good attorney? And I said, well, maybe walk into the office and ask the motherfucker if he knows the First Amendment of the Constitution. If he doesn't, then tell him, fuck you, I ain't hiring you. Get up and walk out. Tell him he's worthless, right? Say, what the fuck? I can't believe you're an attorney. How the hell did you get your fucking state bar license? Shakur Capital says, wow, how many auditors have cases right now? They are attempting to stop the movement. That's right. And I got to tell you, the more they try to stop the movement, the more we're going to multiply like the gremlins, guys. Every time they try to stop us, we multiply. Gotta run, y'all. Much love, SJVT. Appreciate everything you are doing for this community. Much love, peace, and bacon grease. Love y'all. Midwest Accountability, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you visiting me, recording with me. I appreciate all the things that you do, man. No doubt. I see we got another super chat in here. Who's that? Tyler B. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys don't need to donate. Just so you guys know. Donate to some of the smaller channels, guys. They're up and coming. A lot of these guys are taking arrests. STC Media was arrested. Your question was, can you record in public? And it said yes, as long as you don't invade their privacy. No shit, right? Like, I didn't even catch that. You guys caught that. I mean, what's invading privacy? Like doing something nasty? Like, obviously you can't go in public and stick your phone under a girl's dress. That'd be hella gross, right? Hella perverted and shit. Recently I made a video about how I don't agree with like so much calling a First Amendment audit where folks go to private businesses and record people eating and shit like that. Like, I mean, yeah, it's your right to do that, and I mean if that's what you want to do, but to kind of like connect that with First Amendment auditing, I thought is like, nah, man, like that kind of, I believe that takes away from the original premise of what a First Amendment audit is and was intended to be. And shout out to Carlos Miller from the president of Photography is Not a Crime. I know many of you guys have heard of Photography is Not a Crime, PINAC. And if you guys don't know this, let me enlighten you guys on this. The one who coined the term First Amendment audit, the credit goes to Carlos Miller. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you guys are a First Amendment, consider yourself a First Amendment auditor. In reality, we shouldn't even be labeling ourselves. We shouldn't label ourselves in any kind of way. I know a lot of us like to call ourselves cop watchers. A lot of us like to call ourselves First Amendment auditors. But in reality, we're just press. And we're press, folks. That's what we're doing. We're pressing on, like Press On's channel. And think about that. We are the people. We are the press. We are the people, and press on is what we do, right? I'm telling you guys, I learned from you guys as well. Excuse me. If we organize law enforcement, you are screwed. I heard a story from Jason Bassler when he came down to visit me. Do you guys know that dude who became a meme, who would be like if you point a gun at him you try to rob him, he'll grab the gun in a position and he'll fucking drop you to your knees and he'll take that shit from you and then he'll point it at you and shit. And he became like a meme. Like everybody was like, when they would show the clips, they would always show like somebody waking up in heaven. We like, what happened? It didn't work. Those memes were actually pretty funny. But that guy, he wasn't actually fake. New Age Designs. I mean, was he fake as far as like being able to stop people with a gun like that? That dude actually in Detroit started an organization where the people were going to be looking out for the people. And what happened was the cops were not patrolling the area. They were getting paid to patrol the area, but they weren't. So the crime rate was like going up. A lot of people were getting smoked. A lot of shit was happening. So the community had no choice but to come together and form an organization that would actually stop crime. You could actually stop this group. And that shit's been going on for a lot of years. And to this very, very day, there is no police department in that area. And it's still the people taking care of themselves out there. And the crime rate has dropped, from my understanding. If you guys know the guy's name, put it in there. If you guys know the organization, put it in there. I think that shit is important. Yeah, Frank Barris has some balls. I do like Frank Barris's channel, Abstract Echo. Hell yeah, he's got that badass. He's the one that did that video where he's like, "We're gonna have a gunfight on the side of the road." The cops are like, "Whoa." That shit was bad. Bad ass. So the reason I started this video today, guys, is because tomorrow I'm going to be on David Nino Rodriguez's YouTube channel. We're gonna do a Zoom interview, a Zoom meeting interview, and the guy I've watched his interviews. He asks questions and then he gives you the floor. So I'm definitely taking notes. If you guys missed this live stream, leave some comments in the comment section. Leave some questions that you'd like me to ask his supporters, and maybe some things that you'd like me to point out to David Nino Rodriguez. I don't know if you guys know this, but Nino Rodriguez is a boxer, or he was a boxer, and the dude was out there whooping some ass. You know what I'm saying? The only way we can stop it is listed in the Constitution. We have the right to overthrow the yokes of tyranny and to appoint a new government if that was to happen. Let me elaborate on that a little bit. And I was saying earlier that throughout the years since I've started this channel, I've uncovered some patterns, and we're seeing a lot of bad behavior coming from law enforcement. And thus far, the people have, what I like to call, have tried to address this in a peaceful non-compliance manner. I will be uploading it to my YouTube channel, guys. The Nino Rodriguez thing. He told me that he's gonna let me record it as well. But since I started my channel, I've seen a lot of things happen. I've seen a lot of cops acting, disrespectful towards the people. With having a disdain for the people, pissed off because you say I have rights, and then they laugh at you. Ha 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 ha! You're a sovereign citizen, are you? Defender of Freedom, good to see you. Hey, Defender of Freedom, no hard feelings. A long time ago, you gave me a copyright strike, man. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but it's all good, man. so far, through all the patterns that we've seen, what I've seen how police act towards the people with the disdain. I gotta say that they're actually they're lucky. They're lucky to the fact that the people thus far have only approached this in a peaceful non-compliance manner. And why do I say they're lucky? Well, I think you guys get the idea and you guys get the hint. I do not advocate for violence on my channel at all. And I think the reason for my channel, I think it's important to continue my work, is for the fact that I want everyone out there knowing their rights. Man, woman, child. And I also believe that if you have a kid, a teenager, and they're getting ready to go out in the streets, excuse me, I believe that it's important that that they know their rights. What's up, Gina's Audit? It's good to see you in here. I believe that if you're sending your kids out on the streets, whether it's just to drive to the store to get a gallon of milk, or they want to go to a school dance, or they want to go to a football game, or to a movie with their friends, like, why are we as parents sending our kids out there without knowing their rights? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting your kids in a dangerous position if you're sending them out there not knowing the rights. We as parents. And I understand a lot of parents don't understand. They don't know. They think it's all good. There's cops out there. They should protect you. Fuck no, they're not. Hell no, they're not. Cynthia says, I'm already showing my 11-year-old. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Cynthia. Outstanding. This is what the people need. We need kids knowing this shit. And I was saying earlier that since I started my channel, one of the things that I've tried to do is figure out a way to reach the youth. And I'm old as hell, guys. I'm old as dirt. Right? Shit. 44 years old right now. 44 years old, guys. And I can't say shit around my kids. When we go out auditing with San Joaquin Jr., Nikki, San Joaquin Audits, and my son Nate, and Nate Skates 182. When we go out auditing together, it's freaking hilarious when we're in the car, man. Like, we're all cracking jokes. And one of the things that's funny, I find that when we all go out together is, if somebody tries to be in a bad mood, they're gonna get clowned harder. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna just laugh and it's hard. Even me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my kids be talking shit. Everything I say is a dad joke to them. Guess I'm too old and shit. I'm old school. So I understand why probably I cannot reach the youth, because I don't even know what the hell, you know what I mean? Like, what they're into and shit. My email is recordpolicenow@gmail.com. Defender of Freedom. Recordpolicenow@gmail.com. And Legalize Freedom. See, a lot of us are around the same age, guys. We're getting old. We're getting older. And we got to find a way to reach the youth, guys. That's when this community is going to grow in the millions. It's funny how we have, and I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a channel out there who blatantly says that he wants to be the biggest auditor channel. I was like, what do you win? When you become the biggest auditing channel, what do you win? You get a trophy and shit. You're gonna wear a medallion or a big old thing says biggest auditing channel ever. Like, motherfucker, we're not even reaching the millions yet. Like, when you get on some podcasts like Joe Rogan, and you're reaching fucking millions of people and teaching them the First Amendment and your natural rights, that's when I'll be like, psh, we the people win. You know what I mean? Like, do this shit for everybody, not just for yourself, you know? Um, yeah, I thought about that. Press harder, go to college campuses. Definitely. Go around asking questions, huh? Like, you motherfuckers want a gift card for Starbucks? I know how much you guys like Starbucks. Um, State the First Amendment, right? I bet you nobody will win fucking. Um, Nobody's gonna win any fucking gift cards out there because nobody seems to know it. Right? YouTube award, right? Somebody wants an award out there. Shit ain't me, guys. My reward, you know how I get to wear a feather in my cap, guys, is when I help a new channel grow and you guys get subs and you guys get 1,000 subscribers and you guys are able to monetize your channels. And I always tell you guys, work hard on your channels, monetize that shit, because when you guys get locked up, you guys are gonna need help. And you know, a lot of people are struggling out there. A lot of people got to deal with a lot of, you know, just life in general, man, bills, you know. So you guys definitely work on your channels and monetize that shit. That way you can help yourself if you get in a bad position. I just want to help my community. That's all my channel needs. That's right. And you know what's crazy about you say that, Dizzy Trip, is that's exactly why I started my channel, because I wanted to help my community. From my understanding, we are no longer the deadliest county for police justified killings. I'm guessing other departments are in competition to kill more people and get away with it. And but one of the things that I wanted to do is bring awareness in my community, and I wanted the cops to think that someone's recording them at all times. And I got to tell you something. Where I live in Bakersfield, there are a lot of streamers. Kind of out, you know, are they bootlicker channels? Yeah. But now some of them streamers are starting to get messed with by the cops. And there's a streamer channel that was out there. And a lot of these guys that are streamers, they go to the cops. Thank you, officer. Thank you. And the cops are always smiling like, thank you for that support. And you know, it's and I was like, all right, keep doing that shit, motherfuckers. You guys are gonna see, you know, back to blue till it happens to you. Well, sure enough, I wasn't wrong. There was one of those streamer channels who, and I've been working on a video, and I think I went live and talked about it one time, and I showed some shit on it. But I think I'm gonna re-upload that video and show exactly. And I uh I I started reaching out to him, and I went to their chat, and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up, San Joaquin?" He's like, "Man," he's all, "Yeah, you see the cops violate my rights, and I seen your video," and I'm like, "Yeah, I seen it, man. Told you guys." You know what I mean? I even shot them a donation. I told them, "Look, man, keep recording the cops out there. You know, whether you're for the cops or against the cops, you know, just keep recording them. You know, keep your cameras on them." And I think that's important. You know, even if they're licking boots and they're, you know, look, they're live streaming. So if the cops do something bad, that shit's on the live stream, guys. That shit ain't going nowhere. And a lot of my supporters, some of my supporters watch those streamers and they send that shit to me right away. If a cop's doing something bad on those bootlicker streamers, some of you guys are sending me those videos. They're like, look, San Joaquin, did you see what happened in Bakersfield? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna screen record this. And I get it before they try to take it down. So keep live streaming. Keep live streaming. We'll get that shit. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I want to get off the internet, and let me respond to this one really quick. Cali Mellows, where are you at? I have a quick question. Why didn't you publicly get on Mark Stout to ask for writing a memo? Let me say it right now. I'll publicly say it right now. I don't agree with what Mark Stout did. Um, I don't agree that he was using the cops to come after, someone else. And I think that's bullshit. And because of that, I disassociated myself from Mark Stout. And we are not friends. We don't talk to each other behind the scenes. None of that shit. So if you wanted your public statement regarding that, there it is. I don't work with cops, folks. So I hope that answers your question. The lackluster origin story was back to blue until it happens to you. Look at him now. Um, yeah, that goes for a lot of us, guys. Um, back to blue till it happens to you. I mean, look at Ex Bootlicker's channel. He's been supporting us for a long time, and he said he was he used to be a bootlicker. I also seen you getting on people's ass for taking pleas, but why don't you get on your son's ass for the plea he took? What plea? I think all my sons have, fought their cases and won. But no, I don't have anything against people taking plea bargains. I think it's all the situation that you're involved in. The do you believe you can beat it or not? Are you afraid of jail if you lose? There's a lot of folks have families, jobs, and I think if you have to take a plea, it sucks, but I don't know. I'm not afraid of jail. This is one of the things that I say regarding jail. They don't want to throw my ass in jail. You want to know why? Because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to talk to everybody and I'm going to fucking let everybody know that they can record cops when they come out of jail. And if they feel wronged or whatever, if they feel wronged, they can pull up a phone, start recording cops, public officials, asking questions, and make things right on their behalf. So, what can I say? Callum Bush, good to see you. Hell yeah, long-time supporter right there, y'all. Everyone loves cops until they put guns to your head for no reason and throw you to the ground. That's true. That is undoubtedly true. NJ Wandering News, you got nutrition or health questions? Hit me up, bro. That's my shit. I've been watching Dr. Berg a lot on YouTube, guys, regarding my health situation. I actually had a doctor's appointment today, and there is a mass in my lung that I don't want to stress out on, but hopefully it's not a bad thing. Hopefully I'll live a few more years. Anyhow, guys, I just wanted to maybe get some feedback from you guys. I'm gonna be on David Nino Rodriguez's show tomorrow, and yeah, I've been feeling okay, guys. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling better. Been going to the doctor. I've been eating healthier. So, and for a second there, I thought I was gonna die. Shit, I thought I was almost dead. So, but I think I'm all right, guys. I feel pretty good. But I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys. I wanted to see that. I wanted you guys to help me out with this. I hate doing these kinds of things alone. If I could have actually one or two of you guys on the show with me tomorrow, that'd be fucking great. But I'm just gonna do this one alone, I guess. I'm gonna use some of these notes I took right now from you guys. Um, Also, if you guys missed the live stream, you guys are welcome to leave some comments in the comment section, some questions, stuff to point out. I think it's important. I want to win over the people. So, LeBron's the GOAT. Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, yeah, guys. So let's be on that tomorrow. I'll post mine as soon as it's done, and hopefully he posts his right away so you guys can check it out tomorrow. Hopefully we like to. Hopefully we get to get a lot of folks to support this movement, and that's what I've been trying to do for a long time. So anyhow, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for the questions. Much love, my good people. See you guys on the next one.